Well, okay, so I don't know if I'm live. Yes, I am. Hello, everybody, and thank you for coming. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Unbiased. Your dear old nanny just called you, but I figured it out and I got on. So I will tell that story in just a momento. So if you're here for the replay, thank you for coming. And welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm looking because I think I'm going to do a little giveaway later and I need something to write on. So, what happened? Well, thank you, moderators. Thank you, friends and family members. Thank you, those of you in the bushes, those of you who are here for the first time, and for all who have supported this channel since the beginning. Annette J, thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate each and every one of you. So, this elder tried not to panic, but wait. Did I say hello, Maria Graham, Unbiased, and Annette J? I just want to make sure that anybody who takes time out of their East Coast rainstorm, I know Hershey. I plan to do something on the machine today, but you know what? I have plan B and plan C because it was lightning and thundering earlier. And one time, Unbiased is saying hello, everyone. Maria Grandma saying hello to Unbiased. Thank you, Annette J. I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome and come again. If you're looking for an artsy craftsy home, this is the place you want to be. And we have 6 living generations of people creating heritage arts. My mom and 6 living generations. We cook from scratch, garden, do visual arts, all of the arts. And we welcome you and enjoy and invite you to join our family. So what happened was I was I had my everything set up and I left the computer open and I went and they had this message. I hate that when you close your computer or walk away for a while and it comes back and it tells you stop, Hershey, and it comes back and tells you what's new in notes, what's new and this, that, and the other. He looks like a little rat, you guys. So he went to the groomer yesterday. He knows that I'm live. He's acting up. I told them to leave. You see, actually, when he's in the house, I take off his support dog jacket, but he is so insecure when he gets his hair cut. Mother, Maria Grandma saying hello. I just hung up from her and she's playing with her new tablet that I have to fix for her. He hates getting a haircut. He is so insecure. He won't eat. He's shaking. He's shaking. And look at him. He looks like a little skinned rat, you guys. For those of you who don't know, he is blind, but he likes his hair. He's not used to not having hair because his mother and father were show dogs. And I bought him to be a show dog. And Shih Tzus have hair down to the floor when you see them on in the show ring. So he ain't happy. He ain't happy. He's very grumpy about it. He won't eat. He did drink a little bit of water. So thank you, Unbiased, for trying to call me back. You know, if I call you and it's launch time and I'm not live, it's an issue. So what happened is that when I went on StreamYard, it was telling me about all these new things I could do from vertical. Okay, you said that. I don't want it. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in paying $49, $50 a month for a hobby that I don't even make $50 a month on. Okay. Hey, Sissy, Joanne Stevens. Thank you for coming and welcome. So I tried everything to shut it down. It wouldn't shut down. I tried to drag it to the side. It wouldn't. Oh, that's interesting. It wouldn't. I saw a new message that just popped up. Crafty Leo, member for whoa, 25 months. You're one of my longest family members, Crafty Leo. Y'all, let's give Crafty Leo a hand. She's been supporting her dear old auntie, even though, throw a little shade, even though my Renaissance grandma, hey sis, her and Unbiased. I'm trying not to call their names live, and they wouldn't play with the elders when they go live. But we are going to very soon. Susan, Blissful Acres Off Grid. I saw y'all last week, a couple weeks ago, and you were doing something, and I said, "Oh my goodness, I haven't seen them in a while." You guys, Blissful Acres Off Grid is off grid in Arizona, and she is a crafter artist, and she has a huge embroidery machine with 15 heads. She say y'all don't hang with the younger folks. Y'all start hanging out when the elders go to bed. Stop playing. I be having my nap. You know I do. So for those, Hershey, no. Hershey, stop. No. So for those of you who are here at the end of the chat today, and it won't be too long. It'll be a little over an hour. I have this coaster I made. I forgot. I was looking for something for Crafty and for Unbiased, and I found it. And while I was looking for it, I found this coaster I made out of some 2.5 inch leftover squares about 2 months ago. And I just sewed them together and made a little coaster or mug rug, as I say. I call them mug rugs, though, the bigger ones, where you can put a cookie or a biscuit or something on and not have to wash two things and put your tea there. Hershey, no. Hershey, come. I'm gonna show Auntie what you look like. Now come. Hershey, come. Oh, he's just being belligerent. He's just acting up for no reason at all. So these were just random squares sewn together, and they were not matchy matchy or anything. And they were sewn in columns, not in blocks like a 9 patch. In fact, this one is just one long block, and it's a little boy. No, do I have him upside down? No, it's a little boy with a basket on his head, and I just remembered that I forgot to unmirror this, because if I put writing on here, it's going to turn left to right and right to left. Auntie Joanne says, "Hello, Mr. Hershey." Oh, he is outdone. He wants to come out there in the sunshine because we have taken all of his hair and it's about to get cold. But he has so many, so many, so many, so many sweaters and coats. And toys. He's got to get rid of some to his nephew, cousin, somebody, Charlie, the new dog in the family. So I'm going to try to pull up the chat on my phone now. And Crafty says that's cute. So whoever's here at the end will have a chance to get it. I can barely afford to mail anything anymore, you guys. Everything is the shipping is just ridiculous. Redunculous. And where's Garden Quilt and Art Show? And I can't afford to do postcards. Um Maria Graham, we don't talk about Roscoe live, so she will have to call you call you after the live stream because the family has a motto that I don't talk about the family or health on the live stream because people are just weird. People are just weird. But Joanne will be happy to text you or call you after. But thank you for asking. Roscoe, Maria Graham is saying hello and how are you doing? Donzel Cooper, I told Joanne that you were looking for her. You all are truly family. Why? Because good friends become family, and family is everything. So I'm gonna do a little teaser since I finally got crafty and unbiased to do a little project with me. But I have so many things I had planned, but the lightning and thunder made me not want to touch my machine because I don't want to get shocked. I was using a featherweight, which is an old machine with a lot of metal on it. That time when the light was lightning and thundering, and I felt a shock on my stomach. But for those of you who don't sew, don't care to sew, one of the things we will be doing in the future, because I pulled this book out when I took some things down, quilts down off. Um, Susan at Blissful Acres Off Grid says, yes, family is eternal. She raises her own meats out there, you guys. You have to see she truly lives off grid. Off grid. I'm biased that she's speaking to. Well, this is one of the things we'll be doing. Zen tangles are something with a new name that existed thousands of years ago in other countries, and it's almost like doodling. They do it on little 4-inch blocks, and they tell you how to start doing simple things. For those of you, Mike, did I see Mike? One of the mics. Well, Maria's mic anyway. Yeah, see, this is backwards. So I did not turn this around, but it says Zentangles. I will. Wait a minute. Maybe I can. Maybe. No, they're not tricking me into pushing buttons, you guys. They're not tricking me into pushing buttons and poofing me away. So, this is something for people that don't want to. Maria, thank you. Roscoe said to tell me to tell you and Mike hello. So, Roscoe saying hi. It's all right to us, Auntie. So, these are Zentangles. Something else I dragged out for people who may not want to sew. But art is so therapeutic. Arts and crafts. And I want to tell you, Blissful Acres is so good to me. I won something on her channel and we became sister friends. And uh, we stay in touch. Sometimes we fall off the wagon, but when she upgraded to this 15 head machine, she gave me all of her old hoops for my baby lock embroidery machine. I just have a single head, but I like it because I can go to different embroidery conventions, different meetings, and take a smaller machine. Zentangles, they're they're you can do it on little pieces of cardboard and frame them. You do like a couple each week. You can do them on little pieces of wood. She's always jumping ahead of the class. She's so smart, unbiased. And I think I bought 100 little wooden blanks to do them on. You could do them with a wood burning tool. But if I do them with ink, on these little wooden things, I can just put some wood finish of some type, Mod Podge something, and use it for. I was thinking use it for a mug rug, a small rug mug or mug rug or something on the wall. This is something else I bought. It's an adult coloring book with butterflies and flowers. Why? Because if you want to color something or if you want to draw something simple, get a coloring book. This one is kind of fancy because it's an adult one, but you could always trace them and do something on your own. Of course, we would never infringe on anybody's trademark, but this one has a lot of designs. By the way, um, Sissy and Roscoe, I was watching 755 in the bushes today, and she was painting a hummingbird. Hummingbird. I told them about your hummingbird retreat in the backyard. So this is a lot of just little things. You can also do this with a Zentangle. You could draw, like, say, a human head, a silhouette, something like we are going to be doing in a couple weeks, unbiased and crafty. And you could draw your own little doodles on that. But okay, can I show them? It's okay. She wants to see. So we won't be talking and everybody not know what we're talking about. I will get it. So, and right here, since we're having a talkathon tonight. Oh, by the way, I did put a label on this so it's ready to go out for the birthday guy. So earlier in the year or last year, I did a wall hanging called Miss Mignon. By the way, I did put the lighting back up there, you guys, so you can see the quilt that's up there in the corner. That corner is not dark anymore, but I'm changing things around because it's the time of the year when the lighting is different, everything is different. Thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. And And so, Miss Mignon, I can put a link in the description, but Miss Mignon started like this. I don't know whether I was making kind of it was oh yeah, that's what it started out. Started out being a self-portrait. A self-portrait. That's what it started out being. So my nose wasn't big enough because I may or may not allegedly. Anyway, the nose is different. And the lips, I wanted big and juicy. Hershey, come. No. Here, somebody's got their kids over. So she looked just like me. Actually, her face is a little bigger than mine, huh? So I cut the face down and made Miss Mignon different. So we were going, Crafty and I and Unbiased, we're going to do a collage using this one. Then I said, this one was a lot of work when I finished working on Miss Mignon. So I went through some old magazines that I have, and I had this template from one of my old friends and I did years ago. So, see, remember Miss Mary? And she gave you the collage that was sideways. So I don't think Crafty Leo got hers yet. Oh, your sister had a brain injury and lives with you now, looking for a fun hobby. We'll have to give her coloring a shot. Oh, tell her I said hi if she remembers me. If she remembers me, Susan. Prayers for everyone who is going through something, whether health or for whatever reason. Prayers and blessing to all in the sound of my voice. So this one actually ripped. I have to tape her back together, but she could be a bust size. I'm actually only going to make her about this size. And I'm going to put her on a tote bag. I have a tote bag that one of my students in another class made, but she put a face that was smaller. She reduced it. I could shrink this down on a machine, but I'm not. I'm using it just like this, and I'll show you what is going on. And I'm going to put a head wrap on her, and the head wrap is called a gale. I also had another one, but I don't want to show you guys all the stuff at one time. I do have one more head, but I'm going to make Crafty and Unbiased have to play with me again and invite me to do a collab. Maria Graham said she's so sorry for your sister, Susan. Aw, aw. So, you guys, let me go here and see if, oh, I do know how to take this out now. So go to the comments. I took that out and I made that big because when I make her headdress, it's going to be, I got them, I'm going to put them on a tote bag and watch them copy off my paper. Yankee sister, hola hermana. So we're talking about making some totes over here. And this one is going to, it's not going to look this wide because I'm going to make it 5 inches wide on the bottom. So I'm going to have to take it like this. So the head will take, the head will take most of this. It's going to be big, right? Why? Because I'm too lazy. I don't have the kind of copy machine. Maybe I can apply for an artist grant and get one of the copy machines that shrinks things X% and do it. I used to have the one in my studio in North Carolina where you could blow things up to the side of the wall. So this is what she's going to look like. Okay. And her headband is going to be all types of fabrics. Hold on, I'll show you. Because I want to show a variety of fabrics. La la la, my lap is not big enough. Okay, and this one would actually go under here. Okay, like this. I iron my, this used to be binding, you guys. And this kente cloth, I actually ironed for, I was going to put it on a binding and I put it on cardboard so I never have to iron it again. The same with this watermarked fabric. It's going to be a 48-hour live. No, no, that's, I'm trying to trick you guys into going live with me again. So I figured the first time we'll just do the collage with the head and face and neck. Then later on, we will put it on, you can put yours on your quilt. You could put it on some denim. I actually have a whole bunch of denim all sewed together, but it was, hold on. I have so much stuff I take out to show you guys. Okay. So one of the times when I was going through denim, actually another one of my quilting friends had already pieced this piece for me and had cut this star out as well in denim. So I was going to keep it and put it on something of hers. Or I could have put the collage on here, but I want to keep these separate. I just wanted to show you some pieces that I have. These are some that denim that I started putting together. It's deboned, and it looks like I'm throwing stuff away. Hey, Ellen Campbell, thanks for coming and welcome. It looks like I'm throwing stuff all over the place, but I'm really laying it down flat on top of each other. Nancy, our treasured home, thank you for coming and welcome. So remember specifically I wanted this green to go next to the kente cloth, and then something maybe here, and then under the bottom something, I don't know, more colors. The handle will be red, and these are that's why it won't be a 48-hour live, because I've already done some of mine. I even have my little one of my raggly labels on here. I even have my label on it. But you guys, I didn't do this right now. I did these one day. I still have a bag of other handles already cut out. Why? Because I like the handmade handles. But then it depends on the price point. If you're selling a bag, you're not going to spend all that time handmade. Hershey, no. I said no. Please stop. You're not going to spend all that time hand making handles. My intention is to keep this bag for myself that we're making together, my dears. So these are the fabrics that I pulled with a red handle, but they're only going to be little strips of it. And again, this will be this is just my idea. If anybody, I don't know how I would send this because it's too big to scan in. And I even have like lavender over here, purple, brown, green over here. So I had already pre-marked other times where I've made this. Other times that I've made this. You can put some earrings on. Crafty, I already sent it to Unbiased, because when I tried to send it to both of you at the same time, it kept rejecting it. So maybe you got me blocked some kind of way. Maybe you blocked Auntie so she won't be bothering you. But Unbiased will send it to you. So about as much of this as you see is how much is going on my bag. Also, so all I'm going to do is cut the lips out, the eyes, maybe the eyebrows, put the thing on her head. I'll probably sew a cowrie shell on for her earring and put it on some double-sided heating bond, and Auntie Girl will be done. Oh, Campbell's Creation, you wanted to? Okay. She said she would never. She may never block me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So maybe I'll get a chance to stop by I'll try to think of it. Maybe I'll have time to go. I have so many meetings and appointments next week. Maybe I can stop by. Well, it won't be right away for those who want me to mail it. Unbiased cut it out already. She being hateful. She trying to cut it out ahead of you. Exactly. So this is what I do, you guys. I iron some double-sided heating bond on the back of, and I'm going to make her entirely ebony black, like I did the hand, the grandma's hands. I'm going to make her ebony black. I don't think I have any brown that I actually like. So I'm going to make her ebony black and maybe make her eyes brown, her lips red, and I don't know. I think this was supposed. Now you can put some beads on here. It depends a if you're making a quilt, you can dress it up like that. Me, I'm just making a tote. A LG, triple G love. I want to make a down payment on a bottle of that elder elderberry syrup, not syrup, that elderberry syrup that you're making over there. She has an incredible garden in Brooklyn, New York. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I don't know if I'll ever get, maybe on the train one day. And when you get from coming from like New York City, when you transfer, I'm up near New Haven, Connecticut, and that's the last stop on the train. I remember years ago when I used to work and make the big bucks, I had to go into New York City on the train. It was an hour and a half each way, you guys. I would leave home at 7 a.m., get on the train to try to get to, and it was an express train to get to New York, transfer, come home, or even when I worked in Stamford, Connecticut. It was like I made a lot of money, but my whole day, 12 hours, was spent 3 hours going to work, or at least an hour and a half each way when I worked in Stamford. And that's still 3 hours round trip. Okay. You caught you off guard. It's a 2 hour drive. Oh, then you're gonna come and see. We're gonna have a Northeast collab, and you can come. You can bring it with you. You can bring it with you and come see me and Yankee sister. Yankee sister, it's about time for her to drop off one of those big old. What do you call it? The squash that took over the yard. It's about time for her to drop one of those off for me to eat. LGG Love says, yes, we need to do a get together. And Lorraine T is coming this way very, very, very soon. She might actually, I told her not to buy that house in Virginia. I told her not to, didn't I, Yankee sister? I tried to get her to come close to me because her mother lives close to me, but not she wouldn't listen. Now she wishes that she had. So I will find a way to make a copy for this. Oh, the candy roaster, the Georgia candy roaster. The squirrel stole mine. I never got anything. My garden was a bust this year, except for the herbs. Although we're getting lots of rain now, I'm not giving up on her. I've got a white geranium out there blooming from Yankee Sister. Yankee Sister said, I did tell Lorraine T. I did all that I could. I I even got her an application so she would move in my building. I don't know whether I've got one of Hershey's fine hair. I feel like I got a hair on me. So anyway, this is what we will be making. But anybody who's interested in it, just send me an email and I will find out how much the postage will be. I can fold it some kind of way, and get it in a regular business envelope and then just unfold it. Or I can do something really quick. I can take a screenshot of it. I'm going to tape her neck back. She looks like she's in pain. Oh, you know what? One of my friends upstairs, the one that was in the hospital and I was feeding her cat, she fractured 3 vertebrae in her neck. So now she's going through different stuff. But Auntie Ellen was able to find out how to get some help for elders through the insurance company, through whatever. Oh, LGG, love. I don't remember if you told me. Did your postcard ever get there? Hershey, no. She said it takes her 2 hours to get from Brooklyn to here. She could have picked it up. It took forever. Forever, forever, forever. So, what else did I want to show you guys? Oh, there. Let me not fall out of my chair. So, sis, ouch. I forgot I pinned this. So I was looking for the facing for this extra large bag. This is actually a weekender. It's the same size as a 24-inch duffel bag. My sister Joanne has one this size. My daughter, my granddaughter, my two great granddaughters, my mom. I don't know who all have. I have. Do I have one this size? I don't think I do. I don't think that I do. I'm pretty sure that I don't. I never make one for myself. That's it. I was going to make one in the denim for myself, and I never did. And I never did. What happens is that when I make something, before I finish, somebody wants to buy it, and you know me, I dance for dollars. Never going to turn down a good tip. So this is the inside of this bag, and since it had so much animal print, I just put a black facing that will be on the inside, and I'm going to put a button on it, and it'll be just like your bag, sissy. It'll be just like your bag and the ones the family got. So now somebody saw that bag and decided that they wanted a medium-sized bag. So I cut it out. It's going to be the same size as a bag I'm making with Crafty and with Unbiased. But you guys, I've already cheated on this, and the gold bag too. I already took my hand pinking shears sitting in front of the window and just rough cut this because I'm only going to put a binding on it, and I'm going to put this down. I don't want to make you all sick. So the pockets on this one are going to be like this, and I'm making the pockets from scratch. So I will be putting some cotton batting in the middle and turning them inside out. I have already made the binding by cutting a 2.5-inch piece of fabric and ironing it in half. Then I'll fold it over across the top. And my smaller bags and medium-sized bags, I like to put a tie on them. Why? Because they can open all the way. It'll have a 5-inch bottom. You can even put, I can even put my great grandson's basketballs inside. I can put a full basketball inside this bag. So the person who wanted this bag actually picked out when I was interviewing the fabrics last week and I pulled those fabrics out. She decided on these, and then I will put some kind of fancy leather, a little square in the corners where the straps go. I will put it on the big bag, the little bag, all the bags I make. I keep a little square of leather. It can be faux leather, you guys. It doesn't matter. But it's the details that make the bag so interesting. And that's how, if you're selling them, you make your extra money. And so this bag won't be too dark. The bottom of this bag, the reinforced bottom, will have this. So that's what I was doing today, getting stuff ready and trying to, yep, it's still pouring down rain out there, and trying to coordinate all of these different projects that I have working. Now, how many of you like quilts? Put a 1 in the chat if you like quilts. Put a 1 in the chat if you like, I'm looking for my pen. I should have gotten it when I got up. Hershey, knock it off. So I also have 3 binders. Okay, Leah, crafty Leo, whining already. She's whining already. Everybody who likes quilts, keep putting a 1 in the chat. We're not saying You just had a terrific thunder boomer rainstorm. It's out here too, Hermana. That's why I'm not sitting at the sewing machine. I'm not sitting with all that metal on my lap, chow, or with lightning going on there. Oh, when we were growing up, my grandmother's from Pennsylvania, and my mother was born to these little houses on the side of the mountain. They had lightning rods in them. You know how it is out in the country. I know more than one person likes um quilts. I'm going to show you guys something, how to get a free quilt. How to get a free quilt. My Renaissance grandma. Hey sis. So my grandmother, if you were she was baking a cake, we would be jumping all over. And then at our house in Connecticut, but she would be saying, yo kids, stop jumping. Stop jumping. You're gonna make the cake fall. You're gonna make the cake fall. In Pennsylvania, or even in Connecticut, they make us be quiet, not talk on the phone. Then we had phones that plug into the wall. I get it now. Phones that plug into the wall had cords, and big old black phones with the rotary things on it that you could probably kill a person if you clocked them with it. I know a story. No post. What? Are you kidding me? I thought maybe you were keeping it for a surprise. I mailed that to you the same day I did pescatarian. That was a month ago. And I had them hand stamp it. Hand stamp it. Oh, you have a ceramic jug from your grandmother? We used to have those downstairs. When my sister Joanne got married, we had a reception for 400 people at my mother's house and yard. And oh, sissy, remember the chef, Mr. Buster, made I don't know how much chicken for chicken salad, and he put it in the big crock, not a crock, the big round crock that holds 30 gallons, and didn't put ice on it, and I think it went bad. So I'm going to show you how to get a free quilt, and it's called a rag quilt. And no, it's not made out of rags. This one was actually a memory quilt. It's my favorite quilt. I just took it out so I could get under it. I had one thing from my dad, and I gave it to my baby brother, and then I was feeling, you love antiques, I do too. That's what Auntie Joanne and Uncle Roscoe and I do. We go antiquing uh, all over. It took your postcard. Campbell said it took my postcard to her about a month to reach her too. I think the people. Well, first the lady told me that they couldn't do it, that it was something, and I said no. I do this all the time. She's new with that postcard. I said I just put it back in the sleeve and tape it shut. I had her hand stamp it. I taped it shut. And Pescatarian got hers though. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think they're all opening them up and looking at them because they haven't seen postcards. And I bought forever stamps. The stamps were 51 cents each. So you know me with my budget friendly self, I bought a couple books of them, a couple sheets of them. They have a sailboat on them. I politely opened that thing up, put my stamp on, told her to hand stamp, and they probably mad. There are less people working in the post office now. They probably mad because they figure out I outsmarted them. Oh, here's the other template I want to show you guys. Neatly folded, neatly filed on the floor. So this is another one. You could see all the detail that I printed on it. This is another one for the future. This one may or may not fit on a sheet of paper. And you know what this is? You can make templates. I make my templates out of this. Welcome in, everyone. If you haven't already, please give the live a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you. So, this template I've had about 15 years. Even the one with the broken neck, what happened is her chin probably got under something and I pulled it. But this is another one for future classes, whoever is interested. I have one thing I want to show you guys before I forget because I moved I moved several things. I'm sitting over there in front of that window. What, y'all crazy? I'm not cray cray. I am not sitting over there in front of that big window I like to sit in front of with this big old metal sewing machine in front of me and lightning coming in from the back. Oh, heck to the no. Heck to the no. So I wanted to show you something that we talked about a couple of weeks ago when you're sewing really thick fabrics. Do you see this thing? I had more than one of them, but it's called a jig, and it's called a jeansama jig. And what you do is when you're sewing something that's really thick, like several layers of denim, in the beginning, G-Quad, you came to speak. Thank you. Get back in the garden. We trying to barter, David. Here's one of those denim quilts like you like, all made up, but you can't have this one, David. David. Did y'all see? Did y'all see Lead Farmer? He found a watermelon. He's not entered into the war, but he found it when he was pulling up some of his purple sweet potatoes. So I wanted to show you guys this. You can actually make one. You can make one with a bunch of adhesive tape, some cardboard or something, and just cut it out so that it goes in the back of the sewing machine. You guys, I've been homesteading for so long. I left home when I was 19. I ran away and got married. But I want to show you I've been collecting things all these years. Do you guys know what this is? Speaking of Lead Farmer, you can't read the writing on it because this is so old. So this is old. Yankee Sister said, you saw Led's video. I was in the bushes watching on TV. I had my hands full, cutting this out, cutting that out, doing this, that, and the other. I used to collect pocket knives, you guys. This was one of my favorite pocket knives. David lives in the country, not in the country, he lives in the city, but he is farming stuff. You cannot open a bale of hay without a knife. You cannot clean in between. You're right, Crafty. You cannot clean a horse's hoofs without a horse pick or something. Jags, you done jumped in. You done jumped in with the news. You know, Auntie Ella, Up Designs Customs, thank you for coming and welcome. You know, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You know, Auntie Ellen must have been a handful in her days. My favorite knife used to be a little buck knife, Buck, buck knives. I always had a knife on me. Always. Might allegedly still have one. My dad was a painting and trucking contractor, and he used to have those hawkbill knives that you open the paint, do all kinds of stuff with. I don't even know how many times Jegs is saying, hello, everyone. He's working. I saw you making your bee boxes and being bad in other people's lives, you and David. But I thought this was the cutest little knife. I have a little tiny pocketbook, cross shoulder bag, a leather one that I carry now. This one, I don't carry anything heavier than I have to, but this one is so nice, and it's so pointy. It's so pointy for doing my work. And I need one often in the garden. I'm trying to cut twine or plastic to go around things. So going back to this favorite favorite quilt. This one is a memory quilt. When my dad passed, Jake said he's finished it for the day, not completed, but he's still working on it. Barbarelli always tells me I'm hilarious. Yeah, Barbarelli, you got to have a little pig poker, a little pig sticker. Get them up off you. Get them up off of you. Yeah, no. You got to watch out for them little old ladies. Oh, Uncle Jake, my uncle, my best uncle, used to cuss like a sailor, but he always had a knife on him. And but he was little, he was small, he was slim, and he wasn't that tall. I don't know how tall he was. Maybe as tall as my sister. Or you forgot knives in your luggage too. You took it away and missed the other two. Oh, yeah, no, you can't. But you can put it in the belly of the plane. You just can't carry it on. Daddy has had so many taken away, and they won't even give it back to the person who brought you to the airport. You used to walk them to the gate back in those days, right? And but they wouldn't even let you carry it out of the airport. They throw them right in the trash, right in the trash. So I'm going to show you this this quilt is so worn out. I've been using it almost every day for the last, I want to say, 8 or 9 years. I made one for my mom. It's a memory quilt out of my dad's old shirts and old pants. It wasn't as big as this one because I added a row to the top, the bottom, and both sides because I just like being under it. And they took away your mini blender. Oh, you dangerous. Dangerous. So this this I didn't have enough shirts and pants to do the front and the back for the family quilts with dad's clothes. So I went and bought a bunch of flannel. And daddy didn't like bright colored shirts or anything except for hunting shirts that were red or orange back in the days. But this side of the flannel is almost totally worn out. And but the front is amazing. So it's just this does have cotton batting in the inside. This one I've been using every day since 2015. So it's 2025, 10. They throw it in front of you, but they take it home. Yeah, I know they do, Jags. They go right through that trash pile and take everything. So this quilt was originally only 42 inches by 66. Why? Because 66 inches is 5 feet 6 inches, and I'm 5 feet 3.5. So I wanted it to cover me from head to toe, up design Z. So this is my favorite quilt. All the fancy quilts I own, all the fancy quilts I make, all the fancy quilts. This one is my favorite because it has my daddy's clothes in it, and it's actually heavy. It serves as a fidget blanket for those of us with PTSD or emotional problems or anything else. This is comforting. The elders that are in nursing homes or whatever, I'm going to put this down this way, okay, you guys, so I don't have to hold it up because it actually is heavy now. This quilt has pockets in it because I ran out of flat pieces. My kids, my great grandkids, used to put candy in here on Halloween or my TV remote. One time I was legally blind and I couldn't find things or little notes in it that say, Nana, I love you. When I enlarged the quilt, I took some of my dress shirts from when I used to work in the workplace and I cut them up. Those old Ralph Lauren shirts with the horse. I rode my last horse into time Grand Central Station. I rode my last horse. So I cut them up and put them around the border here. There's even, and I know which block it is, like these blocks, because daddy was a painter. These blocks, I almost want to cry, but I'm not going to be a wimp, daddy. I can feel some of the drops of paint on here from where he was working. And since he used his blue collar job to send 6 kids to college so that we could buy these fancy shirts to wear to work, I took the cuffs off along with the buttons and used them to patch some of the squares that have gotten worn out. Hershey, no, come. Like you look at this is why I don't like corduroy or flannel in quilts. You see this? This is actually threadbare, totally worn out. Gee, what was the quilt you made for your mom out of your dad's shirt? Still smile like your dad? Yes. You kept the top part just for that reason? Oh, yes. I made I think 12 or 13 quilts. What had happened was I I moved back home for a while. I think in 2000 and no, 1997. I stayed there for 2 years. My dad had a traumatic brain injury, so I moved in and I stayed with mom and dad. 2 years later, I bought a house, or not too about a half a mile from where I live in this apartment. So my mother would say, "Oh, and Daddy, when the nurses used to help him stand up, my dad was 6'4", and they would use, and he wore those thick belts, like thicker than the cowboy western belts, right? And they would use that as a grip to help him stand up, lift him up. But it used to make the pants thing break. You know, the little straps that hold the backs of the jeans and stuff. It would make them break. So my mother would say, "Penny, fix Daddy's pants." I wasn't fixing no pants, repairing them. You know, I'm on this train going to New York every day, working hard, making all this money. I would just go buy him another pair. And he wore like 32, 34, 34 length. And so the ones that were broken, I had totes of them at my house, all folded away. So when Daddy passed, I had all these pairs of pants. Now his work shirts he didn't wear anymore because I know, Sissy, I'm always fighting with something. My hair, my clothes. So he didn't wear the shirts when he retired to his paint shirts, his work shirts. He had flannel shirts, yes, but they didn't have paint on them. I had the painty ones in the totes with the painty pants. So when I went to North Carolina, I had all these totes of his old clothes. And then when he passed, I surprised the family. But I only put his pants and shirts on the front of the quilt, and I bought flannel to go on the back. Then I decided that my button got kind of wide and comfortable now, and I like my quilts to tuck under my feet and go up under my neck and pull it way up. So I put these were, I think, 9-inch blocks. I put a 9-inch block on the top in denim. This entire quilt, I put on the top, on the sides, on the bottom. And then ARD commissioned a quilt for his dad. He fell so in love with this quilt. He wanted one for his dad. ARD has one with all denim on the back and these cut up work shirts on the front, and cotton. His father loves that quilt. His father's someplace cold now, and he just loves that quilt. This quilt, I just washed it the beginning of the month because it's going right back on my bed with me. But LGG, I made one for my mom, my sister Joanne, for Roscoe. I made one for my daughter, my son, my other sister, 2 brothers, my cousin Kenny, and for me. So that's 10, but I'm sure I made more than that. I'm sure I made more than that because when I got to mine, I ran out. Everybody else got like flat fabric. When it came to mine, oh, look, this one, look, is totally worn out. This is why I don't like flannel is so soft in quilts. But this is what happens. My helper saw it the other day. She said, Mrs. Pankey, look. So it's worn out. The flannel's worn. It's got a hole. Not to worry your pretty little heads, though. I even re-sewed buttons on the outside. This is what you call a fidget quilt. When the elders have anxiety or depression or something, they're sitting in their wheelchairs. Hey, Mike, Mike, Mike. Thanks for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. This gives it some. I plan to have this when I become an elder and to just have something to touch, something tactile, or they're in a nursing home or something. Plus, touching all these fuzzy things. It also acts as a weighted blanket. You can Google the therapeutic weighted blankets. So, this, what a weighted blanket does is when you wake up, you have anxiety, you may be disoriented, not know where you were. This helps you feel grounded. You know that, and it's like a hug. It's like something is hugging you. I bring joy to people. I'm happy. I'm joyful. 95 to 90 something percent of the time, but that other five, baby, I don't know where she comes from. I don't know where she comes from, that other 5%. That's why I go to PTSD counseling because I don't want to go to anger management. I may or may not have allegedly had to go there. Allegedly, once or more times because I ain't the one to mess with in that other 5% of the time. See, oh, so I just found when I pull that other stuff out, this is some Kona black that I'm going to, it may be enough to trace my face on for my project with Crafty and with Unbiased. This might be wide enough for the face. Thank you. I cut up all the last of my Kona black. I try to buy the Kona black by the bolt and buy it when it has a sale, but now I don't know where to find a sale. So, you guys, memory quilts are so precious to make and for the person you give it to. Yes, everybody loves them. Loves them. Me, I feel like my dad is still hugging me. Uh, and, and oh, for those of you who don't know, I woke up from a coma 10 years ago and I didn't make this one for myself right away. This this one I made some other time, but when needed or I've had a bunch of surgeries, first thing I did was reach for my quilt and hug myself up in it. Ball myself. Oh, and my neck bone pillows too. This baby and a neck bone pillow, I could be homeless, I think, and be be not satisfied, but be calmed, be calmed down having this. Uncle Roscoe, Auntie Joanne, when I'm at their house in Arizona, we walk around and oh sissy, I'm just noticing for the one time your name showed up in blue. It never shows up in blue. I don't know what happened this time. I don't know what happened. So if you want a quilt, and all I did was cut a bunch of 9-inch blocks, but you can make the blocks any size you want. So I made the front and the back of the block a same size. The batting, and you don't have to have batting in it. If you live in a warm climate, You don't have to have it in there. But even if you live in a warm climate, it gets cold at night. It gets cold at night in the winter in Arizona. Nobody trying to run up their gas bill, electric bill, heating up those houses out there. So cut your stop Hershey, come. Cut your front and your back of your block, whatever size you want. These are 9-inch blocks. I cut the batting 8 inches. I just sewed and I chain pieced. I sewed an X on them, but I didn't stop and do this side and that side. I do this block, then the next block, and just keep going. Then after I had the X on all of them, I laid them out on my bed. I laid them out in the order that I wanted to to see them. You're using When you're using fabrics you already have, sometimes they don't go in the order that you want them to, or there might be two of a similar color together. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, see, these two are similar colors. As a matter of fact, I know from a fact this was Daddy's shirt. I didn't quite have enough to do my whole quilt. So this was some flannel that I purchased, as long as it had some of the blocks with his shirts in it. So if you want a quilt, the way to get one is to, my mother said that they used to put old coats sometimes in the inside the quilts. I've heard people say that they put straw inside those old quilts back in the day. You do whatever you have to do to stay warm, to live within your budget, and to be comfortable for you and your family and your kids. Ain't nothing like a pot of soup and some cornbread, especially when the weather's bad. The weather is stinking here. It is stinking. I've got one last little bit of that navy bean soup I made earlier in the week. Got plenty cornbread because I've eaten that whole pan by myself. Francesca, thanks for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope to see you cutting up some old clothes, you and the kids, and piecing them back together and making them. These memories last forever. I intend to have this. Yes, Yankee Sister, comfort food. So tomorrow, if the weather lets me, I'm going to make mommy, I bought some fish, some filet. I'm going to fry her some fish, make her a nice salad. I've got the bananas out of the refrigerator. They're super, super ripe. My helper looked in the refrigerator. I had them in a little bag. She said, Mrs. Pankey, do you want to keep those? Yes, do not throw out my overripe bananas. Those are for my banana bread I'm making tonight. Francesca saying hello to everyone. You can use old clothes and cut them into confetti. Yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, by the way, you guys, for those of you who are content creators, you're never too late. You're just in time. For those of you who are content creators, don't forget to put, I swear it feels like there's one of those fine hairs from Mr. Hershey or my friend's cat upstairs. Hola, madre, Pankey, mother. She's got her new tablet. I'm going to program it for her tomorrow so that she can pull it all up and push buttons. I just want to make it so that she can't go live, because sometimes on her Facebook account, I'll see a photo of something and I'm like, this looks a little scandalous. I don't know who put this on mommy's Facebook page. Hopefully she did. Barb Brownlee says the temperature is 62 now, going down to the 40s tonight. Yep, same here. I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready. Oh, here's one of those. This was one of my favorite shirts, work shirts. This was my second favorite work shirt. And then the one with the blue pinstripe was my very favorite. Very favorite. Oh, look at this. This is one of Daddy's work shirts with the paint on it. I touched the paint. It's worn thin. Miss Shirley, OG Gardner, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Francesca says 57. Woo! Going down to 39 tonight. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, you guys, I've got so much stuff piled up because I've been showing you guys everything under the moon and the stars, but I took so much out. I also put a walking foot on my I put a walking foot on my heavy duty Singer because I was going to be doing something. I'm not throwing this over there. I'm not crazy. I'm dragging him right back to my bed tonight. Dragging him right back to bed. It's too early to be this cold. Isn't that the blessed truth? Clothes hanging off. Let me get a pencil, you guys, because we're getting ready to do a little giveaway. And the giveaway will be this cute little mug rug. Oh, my fingers are over the sun. It's a little boy with a basket. No, what's on his head? I can't see. It's either a basket of fruit or a chicken on his head. And you see the baobab tree in the background back there? That's a baobab tree. And crocheting slippers to keep warm. Oh, wait. I need to do one thing. I wanted to show you guys one more thing, but maybe not because I started crocheting Auntie Joanne a hat like Uncle Roscoe's, but it's much, much, much bigger to go over all that hair she has. Oh, you guys, can you hang with me 1 minute? You haven't turned your heat on yet. Been doing some canning to help with the heat around there. Yep. So look how long this one is, you guys. But I'm making it so that she can turn up the ends like this and put it over her big tall bun. My sister's bun is all her hair and it's like up like this. It's up like this when she puts it up. The best time of year. Miss Joyce won. Thank you for coming. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I had so much stuff to show you. I was showing them my jig for sewing thick fabrics. Oh, the other day I had the rotary cutter with the wavy braids, wavy bands like the zigzag. But will you guys stay with me 5 minutes just so I can sew one row, I'm not sew, crochet one row on my sister's hat. And I know why I use this so fast. You guys, this is hollow in the inside. I Back in the day, these used to be full spools of wool thread. This is nothing except empty. Okay, sissy, so give me 1 minute, you guys. I'm going to sew one row on my sister's Christmas present. On my sister's Christmas present. I guess you guys say, oh, Auntie Ellen is so cheap. But no, my family loves homemade things. Okay, everybody speak to Miss Shirley. Okay, set the timer and see how long it takes me to do one row. This row is 35 stitches. 35 stitches. Mr. Hershey is being so bad. He's being a bug in the rug. He is not happy with his haircut. I have to start putting his sweater on him when I take him out in the morning. Especially if it's raining. Oh, he will not be happy. Oops. I'm crocheting with 2 strands. So when you're crocheting with 2 strands, you have to make sure you catch both of them every time. And I'm crocheting only in the back loop, which is kind of awkward, but it made such a pretty hat. It's kind of a beanie for Uncle Roscoe. So I'm making them his and her hats. They've been married for 50 years. So you can't give one without the other, right? Don't forget to drop your links, those of you who are content creator. Miss Joyce won. Miss Joyce won. I'm glad you all are here. Oh, I have some chit chat for you guys. So my great great grandson Rylan is 5 years old. He just started kindergarten. He played his first soccer game today. We have it in the family chat. And guess what? He got his first goal. So, of course, Nana's going to have to, whenever I see him, do the goal like they do in the European soccer leagues. And they say goal for it's about 5 minutes for them to get that one word goal out. And they're screaming to the top of their lungs. Okay, so who's timing me for this row? I'm almost there. Walking and chewing bubble gum at the same time, right? My mom likes to chew gum. I bought her, I should not have. What is going on with this loop? I don't know, but I'm going to catch it. No, sissy, I'm not messing up your hat, but I don't know where that loop came from, but it's going back in here. Sometimes you drop one. One never knows, do one. Say, we're not rushing you, timing you. You just had a sprinkle, not much of a shower. We're supposed to, it was drenching rain before. Yankee's sister had it. She said it was a thunder boom storm, and more is supposed to come until tomorrow. I know my mother is doing a do not rain dance. She wants her daughter to bring her fish tomorrow and salad, but most of all, banana bread. I know I'm dead wrong, but I'm going to bring her 2 slices. But I'm going to make her eat her food first because she gets slick with me. She gets real slick with me. She'll know I'll bring it warm, right? And I'll say, okay, mom, you can eat one now, one tomorrow. Then I'll call her, finished. Mike said it stormed all day there. Okay, sissy. So your hat, this is the way that it's going. This is not going to go around your head, but this is how far we are. I bring it every day. Hey, Kelly. Welcome. Welcome, all of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. And hold tight because we are just about to do a little giveaway. And for the little giveaway, I want to show you guys. This is so selfish. I have some labels. These are pure leather labels made from Crafty Leo. I have some denim embroidery ones from Unbiased LLC. And I'm like, Miss Piggy, I'm saving it all for me. I put one here. I have 2 on my sewing machine. I have something, but I wanted to show you my old denim journal. Oh, check this out, you guys. When I go to meetings, this one is for a certain activity that I do, and it does have a pure calf leather page holder. I have one of my antique handkerchiefs that came from my mom, but you know how my eye is always watering, you guys? In case I don't have any tissues or anything, I just keep this vintage cute purple handkerchief in the back of my book in case I need one. Suppose one's nose starts running. Oh, one of the ladies at one of my meetings, that did happen, and she went in the kitchen and got me one of those brown paper towels, one of them brown ones. I'm like, girlfriend, I know you don't think I'm getting ready to wipe my eye with that thing. Appreciate the thought. Don't want to seem rude and disrespectful, but I ain't putting that on my eye. Very beautiful, Miss Joyce says she remembers those papers. Okay, so let's get a number together here. And don't be trying to jump ahead, none of y'all. So, Mike or somebody, can you put start in? Oh, you hate those brown. Oh, you have two brain tumors that must come out soon. Oh, prayers, Ellen. Campbell's creation. Her name is Ellen too, like mine. Well, we're praying for you. We're praying for you. And she's working on an RV to restore to live in and move to Mississippi and do some quilting. I have several friends that live they have RVs that take their little featherweights along. So we're going to start in. I didn't say the range yet, Mike. The range is 100 to 200. And the lucky, oh, by the way, you guys, no, the Powerball was last night or tonight. I don't know. But I do have two tickets, y'all. Somebody in Connecticut won $1 million. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking and do it. Okay, the number is between 100 and 200. Go, start. We're praying for your healing, Ellen Campbell. My niece Ellen Campbell. So, I'll get one of you guys to confirm it once I see it. Let me look on my phone because when I look at it in the chat, I never catch it. Okay, let me see. Start. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stop, you guys. Stop. Mike, could you put stop in the chat, please? I thought I was being slick. But push stop. Push stop. But you guys know me. I'm too logical. I can't do anything. So the range was between 100. Oh, I'm sorry. It's backwards. I don't know how to write backwards. Between 100 and 200. And the number is 194. Unbiased, I have to change this mirroring thing back around. I touched it accidentally when I was doing something. We have a winner, and the winner, I believe, is Francesca. Francesca. Everybody give Francesca a hand. And she won this little boy on this mug rug, and the only thing I have to put on there is the label and put it in the mail. You won, Francesca. Little old you won it. You won it. So it's kind of crookedy, but it's what I had when I made it, and I made it with love, and it'll hold your coffee in the morning when you do your live streams. Nikki B, I saw you today, Nikki B. Oh, what were you doing? I watch so many videos, my mind goes blank. Miss Joy, I saw you praying. Nikki B, you were doing something just today, and I said, I'm going to remember. I don't remember. Congratulations, Francesca. And the 94 is because my mother just turned 94 and I wanted to make it more than 100. So I picked the number 194. 194. Francesca's back mind might have remembered me saying like 500 times that mommy just turned 94 on Monday. Well, I've stopped being logical, you guys. So, Mother Egoamote, I just told her that. But to all my lovely friends, it's time to say goodbye. L, wait a minute, I can't even. This is an L. This is a U. This is how you say, this is an I. This is an L. This is a U. Get it together, Nana. This is how you say, I love you. And good night, everybody. Good night, Susan. I love you. Hugs to your sister. All right. See you guys Thursday at 4 p.m. I'm going to fix my words so they won't be backwards right now.